Are you sure?
Look, man, with the crowd that's already in here, the original three that were in here, we have known to have our moments.
That is true.
Well, you mentioned Shadows. There she is. And I didn't use that old colloquial saying. Yay!
Yes, Kitty. I don't know if I'm going to do this now, but say something. Say something. Something dark side. Hello, welcome to Words with Witty. It is Friday, December the 13th. Friday the 13th. Oh, man. Does that carry weight with anybody? Hey there, Kitty. How's it going, Shadow? What's up, Sarge? Mr. Jack Miller. And anybody else out there in YouTube land or Vim, Facebook, whatever, whatnot, what have you. Since it is Friday, especially being the 13th, holiday traffic starting to come into various places here and there. Please be safe. You don't need to be out there drinking and driving. Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Oh, man, snap. So, yeah, be safe while you're driving and all that good stuff. So you can come back here again next week. Today's topics. Let's see what we got on the board. I know I had something good. Just don't remember. Oh, Kitty probably agreed with me on this one. The Steam Silver rounds have arrived in many, many places. My son is trying to get my attention for something. What are you looking at? Okay. Cool. Just stay on them, man.
Yeah. She said she just emailed
yeah, stay on them. They'll get it to you. If you don't have it by 2, then let me know and I'll make a call and you'll get it. Anyways, yeah. So we got the Steam Silver rounds. Are you satisfied with yours, Katie? I saw your post. You looked pretty happy. I loved the display that you had there with the I'm not sure what kind of box that is, but you would call that. Maybe not really a shadow box, but some kind of neat little box there with the crystals and the various coins and oh man, that was gorgeous, and I felt pretty happy because I saw a couple crystals that I had sent you in there. Tickled my funny bone. What? I'm a panda today. Friday the 13th is Panda Day. But yes, I love the little display on your profile, or not profile, but the get that post. Where's that post? Going over here to the kitty girl, and I'm gonna get her post. For those that don't know, that's at the kitty girl at symbol THEKITTYGIRL. She's gonna be brought up a couple different times this show because that's something else we would like to bring up about her. But yes, there it is. Look at them shiny, steamy, sultry sweetness of silvers that just make me drool. I love it. I love it a lot. And there's the kitty stone. Oh, that's awesome. Are you happy with your purchase, Kitty? Do you intend to keep them? Are you going to sell them? Pass them on? Did you buy any last year or the year before? Is this your first Steam Silver round of purchasing rounds? All around the world, same song. Ooh, I like that. Almost looks like it's on the necklace. So you don't have a 2018 then, huh? So I'm gonna make a little note of that. Kitty 2018. Don't mind me. I'm just making a wish list over here. No, the 2017s are getting harder to find. Come to find out, a lot of people got a little upset with Filament over there who was running the silver gold body that I came into position a few months ago, and they actually destroyed some of this 2017 rounds, melted them down, used them for other things. So actually finding a 2017 is going to be more lucrative than one might think. Right? That's what I was like. Well, yeah, I could have asked. I would have bought it. so, so yeah, there's that. Rated. He did pretty good, coordinated everything, considering his dad is still on the mend. He's not fully healed, but he's got pretty good use of his arm. For those who don't know who Ray Brockman is, he's one of the higher ups in the Steam Silver Gold organization, which I have been a member of almost 2 years. It'll be like 2 years in January, I think, when the Damas was like, "Hey, you should get some silver," and I was like, "I don't have any silver. I guess I do kind of have some silver." Then I entered this contest from Golden Arms, and I won. And I was like, "Yeah!" And I won like 5 contests in a matter of 2 months, and I haven't won one since. Not even in a monster round. So I'm like, maybe it's just beginner's luck or something. But Golden Arms missed that dude. He's kind of frustrated with. He got into it with some of the bot down voters because he was a big bot fan. He smashed his post up pretty high. And he got a lot of the SSG people got pretty upset with that a little bit. So there are several that are much quieter and not around. Adamus is one of them. He's here but not here, I guess. He'll pop into chat over there in the server from time to time, once or twice a week. But as for posting as much as he used to and being all gung ho steam and dropping all his mean gold and silver, is not where it used to be. Plus, his boy's getting older and taking up more of his time. So I can understand that. He's a good cat. Hope he comes back around. Is more prolific within the chain like he used to be. Miss him. He's old school. I like that guy. But yes, impressed with the rounds myself. They're super shiny. Like super shiny. Took a couple pictures and I shiny. I blasted everything else out of the picture when the flash hit. Hello, Priya. Welcome to it. James, Doggy Dog. Not sure where everybody is or listening from, but glad you're here. This is the second year in a row that Ed Servers won the contest design. Personally, I liked Finney's Phoenix. That was awesome. I think a combination of what Ed had, like the outer border on the back there around the trident, would have looked really cool around the Phoenix. But I'm not disappointed. Trident does look badass. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, nice and shiny. I like shiny things. Speaking of shiny things, Kitty, I put some glitter out there for you. I don't know if you saw it or not. Did you see my glittery post? We put up the tree last weekend, and girls had quite the time with it. For me, I don't know how everybody else is, but for me, it's kind of like a ritual putting the lights on. I just did it not no more than an hour ago, so I don't expect a lot of people have seen it yet. But yeah, some glitter. See the nice shiny glitter? It's sparkling and What do you call those ornaments? Do they have a special name? The balls? Jack, you know about the balls? Glitter's like my favorite color. In the now, what's up? Welcome to it, my man. So yeah, the girls had fun decorating it. Like I said, in the post, for me putting the lights on, it's like a ritual. I take the time. And they're like, no, you can't put any decorations on. You have to wait. But Dad, nope, just hang it. And they sit there patiently and they watch. Can we do it now? Nope, I got another string of lights. Hang on. So I made them wait, which made it all that much more worth it. Watching them decorated, I didn't get a lot. I think I only got like 1 or 2 pictures of them actually decorated because they were kind of fussing and moving around, so I couldn't get in. So, oh yeah, did everybody else decorate their trees? People that are put up trees? Anybody do that? Yes, no, maybe so.
Nope, no Christmas tree here.
Do you have plans on getting one, or you not celebrate Christmas? Or
We do Christmas a little different. Skipping the tree and all that.
you got an elf on the shelf?
I am the elf on the shelf.
Is the Grinch come kicking down your door and take all the presents?
No, it's my kid's almost 13, so
Right?
Santa Claus is kind of done.
That doesn't make presents go away. The whole spirit of giving the holiday season, right?
Oh no, we could take her shopping, get her something she wants. You know what I mean? Santa ain't getting the credit no more.
I feel you. Just without all the extra decorations. James, what do you, when you say extra decorations, you still decorate a little bit or what? Yeah, I still got to put lights on the outside the house. It was raining for about 3, 4 days. It's finally dry enough where I can get out on the ladder safely and tack them up. That'll probably be part of my project this weekend. On top of putting together a bed for the girls, I got them a bunk bed. All right. What about get-togethers and that kind of thing? Yes, no. What I'm alluding to, different people do a lot of different things. Kitty Girl, once again, made a post, and so did Priya. I'm glad you showed up, Priya. I really like that one. You did. Where you can, this is cool. I don't know if you want to talk about it, Kitty, if you're in a place where you can or you cannot actually tag my Christmas tree post with the Winterness tag. So when you're browsing that, it'll come up. But there's a lot of different things people do throughout the holiday season. She's got a list of a dozen or so different holidays that fall within about a month of each other that are all giving and friendly spirited, that people celebrate and have the good family time. And Priya, aside from looking at all the pretty decorations and getting ready for her little season of joy, the last little thing she says is for everyone, and I personally believe that we should share our spread joy among people. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to be religious to share your joy and happiness with someone. That was awesome, Priya. And that was from that post right there. What are you able to come on and say something, Priya? What kind of experience have you had that gave you that conclusion? You can type it if you wish. Or is that just genuinely what you've come to believe? Was it taught by your parents? Yes, there is Hanukkah. 12 days of Christmas have started today. I was singing it a little bit for Luna on the words, Lou and Khaleesi. On the first day of Christmas, not true love gave to me. And I stop and she says, I don't know, a bird. Like, yeah, it was a bird. Cracked me up. So they're supposed to have a little Christmas show put on, I don't know what you want to call that, where you go to the school and you watch the kids sing and be merry, do little choir concerts and stuff like that. One thing that they don't have here in Tennessee that I miss somewhat, not a whole lot, is snow. They canceled school on Tuesday about 11 o'clock because it started snowing. And then Wednesday it was a couple hours late. Christmas Kahankawanas. Yeah, that. I think winterness is a lot easier to say personally. It's not really a play. I mean, it's more just like a music. They sing a couple songs. We have cake and cookies, and they got like a little secret Santa thing in each classroom. Should be interesting. See how it goes. I got to go make cookies with Khaleesi's class here in about an hour and a half. It'd be fun. Be excited for that one. She is excited. It was originally going to be done on Tuesday, but since they canceled school, they pushed it to today. How's it coming over there, Priya? I see your mic's hot now.
Yeah. Thank you. Normally, I don't come on voice. You know that. You can
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes, just standing.
Yeah. So, the line you have, the sentence you have told, actually, I am like not very religious person, and I am not the person who celebrate Christmas or holidays because I belong and in another religion. But the fact is that I believe that it's not about religion that you need to celebrate anything. Like I have friends who celebrate my festival. They also celebrate that. So I learned from them. One day I asked them, and I learned from them that it's all about humanity and human. We all are, first of all, we all are humans. And after that, it's not about like you are a Christian, that's why you celebrate holiday season, Christmas, and I am not non-Christian, so I can't celebrate. It's nothing like that. Because it's all about we share love, we celebrate with each other. It's all about sharing love and how much you appreciate other. So whenever uh, Eid, I'm Muslim actually, and Eid is my celebration. So I have non-Muslim friends who come over me and share the joy with me. And that's the biggest thing I have learned from them, that it's not about religion. That's why I wrote that line.
Mm. Love it. Yes. Do you some other ways to show appreciation besides the gathering? I mean, do you do like a little gift giving thing or have parades or anything like that, or how?
My my festival is kind of different, but it only happen in my country or some Muslim countries, and as I live in Ukraine now, so here it can't be celebrated. We don't celebrate here because my family is not here, and alone how can I celebrate it? So whenever my festival day come, I just go out with my non Muslim friends and they celebrate with me actually.
Sharing and spreading the love. That's what.
Yeah, yeah, they celebrate with me actually. They say, whatever, let's celebrate. Let's go out, let's eat something, what you prepare. And we also need to go. We don't have here that prayer hall or something like that. So I just celebrate with them my joy and happiness.
Hmm, awesome. Well, that's cool. Thanks for writing that, and you too, Kitty. Thanks for both of you got that same notion and spreading it out there. It doesn't matter what religion, sect you're from, or anything like that. It's just the season itself about sharing and caring, and like Priya said, showing appreciation and love
Yes,
towards
of
one
course.
another. Yeah, something that I appreciate and I love. Some of you also may know about this thing, this Steam basic income thing. One way to show some love to your fellow Steamians by sharing some Steam basic income. And I've bought a lot, sent a lot. I know several other people here bought a lot, sent a lot. Kitty, I'm sure, sent out quite a few. Shadow, I know, has her little giveaways on Thursday. I'm sure they have been adding up. Shadow actually made a post. This dude, oh, yeah, MMMMMKKKKK. I don't know what his. He smashed me too. Welcome to it, by the way. Who has been just, I don't know what his deal is. We talked about it last night on Future Post for a while. Got into it. Yeah, I tend to be a winner over there quite a bit. Pimping all them posts, you know how I do. But yeah, something I saw about Skip, was it SBI Skip Pound, SBI Skip, or some such thing like that. I was like, what is that about? I mean, that's like giving into the fear that he's going to downvote you or something. Like, I'm never going to put that in any of my posts, you punk. I mean, that's just like when Grumpy Cat was like, if you do this, then I'm going to downvote you. And same with these other people who use bots. I'm going to downvote you. I still bot folks. You know, I mean, granted, they're all shut down now, so you can't really buy anymore because they gave into the fear. Yes, but yeah, that's the. I don't understand. I really don't understand why an iron fist has to be implemented if people want certain things to change. And for what I understand, he was a bot owner, so he probably lost money himself. Has anybody else been using? I'm pretty sure everybody in here has SPI or has been sponsored by someone. Have you used the SBI skip on your post? Anybody? All right, good to hear that. You definitely will not find that in any of my posts. What do you think? You think it, especially considering what season it is, you know, spreading the love and the sharing and the joy. Uh, what 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 kind of message are you sending going out there and taking away someone's hard-earned rewards, even if it's from an auto? I mean, they earned that auto vote. You know what I mean? Just like when somebody sponsored them in SBI, they earned that. They got it for a reason. When somebody liked what they put up 4 or 5 months ago, so they're like, you know what? I looked at your blog and you generally put out pretty decent posts, so I'm gonna put you in my auto. And you know what? I like them so much, I'm gonna send you 5 SB because you're just cool like that. Universal basic income. It's funny, we Jack were talking about that earlier over the bar. It's the closest thing we got. I mean, like Jack said, it ain't perfect. I mean, it's working. It's been working well. So why anybody would want to interfere with that? You think someone like MK, instead of spending, 5,000 Steam to get a 200,000 SP delegation, I mean, you could take that. You could sponsor 5,000 different people. You know, 2,500 different people, or maybe just 1,000 different people, or maybe 5 with 1,000 SBI each. And whatever you want to call it, his investment returned fairly easily. And what he was making with his bot, I'm not sure which one he was attached to, but since he's Polish, I would imagine it was one of the not extremely popular ones. But I mean, yeah, would that make more sense to you? I mean, it seemed like a waste of money to go out there and do. You're not getting anything in return downvoting these people. There's no pool for it. I mean, all you're doing is giving a little bit back to the people with the higher payouts, because it doesn't affect the person that has a 50-cent payout when somebody goes and downvotes another post. It's the ones that are making, steadily 30 and 40 that it fluctuates higher. You knock $1.25 off of that, bam, $1.25 it filters from the top to the bottom. So, what would you do with 5,000 steam?
Would you
Buy a big delegation? Yeah. What he said. Be nice to have 5,000 steam. It's just laying around, right? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just be great to have 5,000 steam laying around? I mean, do you think steam's worth it that you would have that much? Our featured member right now, the Hive. It's kind of pop in over here. Talks a little bit about whether or not Steam is worth it. I don't agree with him saying that it's not a good time to invest, because Steam is like incredibly low right now, and it's been staying pretty low. I mean, if you look the way it started low, and then it went back high, and now it's low again. Another year, I can only imagine if the trend portrays itself and does what it's supposed to do. I'm not a advisor. I don't get paid for financial advice, but sticking around, in my opinion, will have tremendous benefits for the people that are posting and out there voting and curating and doing their thing right now. Which, yeah, I mean, what do you think? Steam worth it to you? Y'all are every one of you gotta be worth it here, right?
We're still here.
You're still here after all the shit that we've gone through. You are still here. Still here. Why are you here?
Because I like the people that I associate with.
People, the community. Okay, excellent
Yep.
answer. Excellent answer. Anybody else care to take a stab at that one? There's a challenge right now from Snow where you make a post. All you have to do is, well, it's in the thingy with her little Hive number, and yeah. But she asks, why are you still here? A lot of people put out posts. Excellent. You should participate in her little challenge over here. I'm gonna do it too. Maybe not today. I don't have to do it. I don't know, Sunday or Monday. Got a really busy weekend. Got to finish painting out the girls' room, set up their bed, and cookies tonight. And who knows what else I'll get asked to do in the meantime. Ugh, man. $1.27. When I started, Steam was it had just come up over the 7 and 8 cent hump, and it was steady at about what it is now when I started. So yeah, there is a lot of development. There's a lot of promising things here. I mean, it's just a matter of it all coming together and people stop squabbling about, in my opinion, petty stuff. Oh, rewards full red. When you're sitting there with 500,000 SP, what are they really raping you off? 20 cents? Come on, fuck out of here. There's some more shit. So, yeah. But it kind of reminds me of like real world humanity itself. Constantly fighting about nonsense. Oh well, uh, my my eyes are green, yours are blue. So I don't like you. We're not gonna agree. I'm just mad because I'm not living on the moon. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's a lot of petty squabbling, I think, and maybe it's a pride issue or ego issue. I don't know. I'm sure I'm guilty of doing it a few times myself. We all are. I'm not perfect, that's for sure. But hey, well, see how's it going? Did you get your rounds, man, or you might take you a little while? You talked about that a little earlier. I don't know if you saw Kitty's post or not. She's got a gorgeous display there. I saw Summertooth had his. I know, right? What is it? I don't know, but what the percentage is. But the pound is definitely stronger than the dollar. I'm sexy and know it. Yeah, I suppose because did you have to buy Steam in U.S. dollars or convert from pounds to U.S. dollars to? I mean, you couldn't go straight from pounds to Steam. Is there no portal for that? Or I am curious how people in other countries buy their Steam. I'm in the U.S., so that's all I really know how to do. Yeah, all the leftists just about got booted, huh? I mean, I'm not a big political fan. Jack Miller there, he pays a lot more attention to it than I do, but he mentioned something about that earlier today. So good on you. I'm glad things are turning around now. If the U.S. can get their stuff together, maybe that'll happen for us too. We stop printing money and actually make the money we have worth something. Oh man, what are you gonna do? You just do what you can. Team says the same, but listen, it might. I mean, if I don't know entirely how your economy works over there. If it's turning around, then yeah, it might be an excellent time to buy it. Looks like Jack's got something important to say. He's still typing. Oh, he stopped. Either that or I got cut off. Am I still here? Ding dong.
Yep.
Just checking. Hey, in and out. Something else I was talking about with some people earlier. I know you were a guest and I missed it, and I hate that I missed it because I didn't know exactly what time it was. But is there a show with Divine? Is it in SMA or is it on HAL or what is it?
It's on PAL on Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Friday.
So like right after this show, then, huh?
Yep.
Who's the guest for this week? Do you know?
Ed Priva, Tiger, and Swoop,
Ed
and
and Tiger.
Pentown Sterling.
I mean, both of them. What? I actually got to meet Ed. He's cool. There, are you happy now? You're tall. know what you're saying. Can't understand it. You want what? You want a song? A song. She wants a song. I don't know what song you want to hear. But Baby Shark. Her big song lately is from Frozen 2. I don't really know the name of the song because so I guess it's Queen also. Yes, no. No, but we've got 13 queens across the planet. Do you know that? So, I want to. I would like to see it. Should be pretty good. Girls definitely want to see it. For all their new toys. Uh, have a good and thanks for stopping in, Leslie. Appreciate you. For the toys that they got for the birthdays here the past couple months, a couple of them were Frozen toys. Queen Elsa, Princess Anna. One of them's like on ice skate. That little reel on the bottom of her foot where her body will like touch out in different poses, like she's figure skating or something. It doesn't do any flips or double axles or anything like that, but it's still kind of cool. So I've had a little bit of fun playing with it. Oh man. So what other news would people like to share? Anything special here or there? Would you could you with a fox? Would you could you in a box? On a train or on a plane? Yeah, the dinner time over there. Impeachment light. I don't. Mm, politics. You think Donald Trump's going to get impeached, or do you think it's just a mask to pull attention away from something else?
There's always something in the background, and yeah, this is just like ridiculous.
He is excellent actor up there on stage, isn't he? So it makes you wonder what
I mean, if
really
they had
going
anything substantial, it would have been the time to put it out there, but I don't know. Just get the popcorn ready and follow along.
it's like one of those cartoons, you know, it's just dot dot dot. Meanwhile,
Yeah, right.
or the comic books, you know. He cracks me up, though. Personality show. Well, that's what got him elected was his personality. Comes right down to it. He had way more personality than a lot of the other monotone humdrum. Just whoa, ba-go, ba-go, ba-go. I will do this and I will do that and I will change it. He's up there, you know, telling people to grab him in the pussy. You know, how's that not going to make headlines? A lot of people probably never even heard of any of the other candidates or anything. It's like,
He was
who's
more
Trump?
theatrical than killery.
Right? Or even Bill with his saxophone and Monica's lipstick stains on his crotch. Definitely had some characters coming in out of there.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Not physical. Me on top of her sex anyway. Yes, results, because people will constantly be going to the polls and voting. Hey, Jack, you from Australia? I read about must have been at least 2 years ago now that they were going to start testing with the actual blockchain-based voting system. Have you heard anything about that? If I could find the article, I'd love to. I didn't know we were going to start talking about politics, otherwise I'd have dug it up and dropped it in here. But see if maybe we can come up with something in Google. Blockchain technology voting Australia.
Am I there? Hello.
Maybe.
Yes. No. Maybe. Is this
Yeah,
thing working?
yeah, we hear you, man.
Oh, okay. Australia's been messing around with blockchain technology in government departments for a number of years, for quite a few years now, actually.
Yeah.
They've actually looking at introducing it more so for the, help me out if they haven't already started testing it for the ownership of land, property that is, as well as in the actual healthcare departments. And I believe that they were discussing it for the social system as well. Now, what else they're looking at doing it, I'm not too sure. I'm not certain, but they've been messing with blockchain. They got a blockchain called Black Belly, I think it's called, or Red Belly. No, Red Belly, named after one of the snakes, one of the very friendly snakes down in Australia.
Wow, that's not. I'm not sure it's
Yeah.
something I would name a blockchain after a snake, but
Wow,
each their
yeah,
own.
it's a local pet. Right? It takes care of the bugs. All right, come on, good thing
Okay.
I have in the garden. But yeah, get rid of the cockroaches. But in all seriousness, I do believe that it was actually one of the U.S. I'm not sure if it was one of the U.S. cities or states that went ahead and actually used blockchain technology in their elections. Now, I think that was a couple of years back. In fact, you'd have to look at that. I'm pretty certain that it was a
27,
U.S. either
27
city or
in the
state.
U.S. In the U.S. they did?
Yes, I'm sure. No, I'm sure it was the US because it was a big deal. That was somewhere about 2017ish. Because the troops that were overseas or something or other, it was a big deal in the media as far as the crypto scene goes. It was all over the place.
West Virginia.
Could be, could be, but it was definitely, as far as voting goes, it was done in the US first, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it was actually bragged about a lot when it was done in the US, in one of the US cities slash states, counties. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure. I don't remember the exact details. But Australia has been using blockchain technology now, the government department, for various things, and they're definitely going to expand on that. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, West Virginia 2018 Rock and Roll
So
Hall of
missed
Fame.
missed it by that much.
The GOP presidential candidate elections in 2016. Oh, did not know that. Yeah, so that's going on 4 years ago.
Yeah, the good thing about blockchain technology, as far as that goes, countries which are multicultural and have a high number of people, a high number of people moving in and out, so to say, regardless what country that may be, where the electoral system is, I won't say dodgy, but open to manipulation with people voting who are not citizens and so on, who don't have the right to vote, who don't pay taxes, and God knows what else. That blockchain technology will definitely fix that or help fix that. And it will also determine who's committing fraud and who's not. So that's why blockchain technology will be more than necessary in a lot of the, all over the world, especially when it comes to voting. That's why the politicians don't want it in for voting, because they can't do what they've been doing all these years.
Now,
I mean, it's just,
now you're touching on what I was seeing. That's why it's not there yet. That's why they keep putting on.
there you go. See, yeah. No, but seriously, the more we push for blockchain technology, the clearer the system will become. Yeah, and it's basically that's it. Even in the judicial system, if let's say, for example, if blockchain technology was used for Department of Justice / the judicial system, especially where there's a law of precedence, not that communist / Russian / French system where where the same judge can decide for you and me on the same crime, the same everything, 10 years of jail for you and oh yeah, you're not a problem for you, $100 fine for you because I know you. See, that's the French system / Russian system. Well, the French, I think the Russians, the Communist Party took it on wherever the lefties had power in Eastern Europe and Western Europe, where they had left-wing parties, members of the Socialist Internationale, now called the Progressives, or whatever the hell they call themselves today. Basically, socialist / communist scumbags of this earth. And extremists, totalitarians, people who have cost humanity over 120 million lives that is known of. So I don't support that in any which way. Never have, never will, and can't. But the US system, or even the British system, where there is precedence, so the law that is brought about when a judge says, okay, this is what is the law and this is how it's going to be fulfilled, that shall apply to everybody from that point onwards. So the law is equal for everybody. That sort of justice system, where that exists, and it should exist everywhere in the world because the law should be equal, should be blind to anything else except for the law. That's where blockchain technology can really change this world. Definitely. Where no judge, no person within the judicial system can abuse the law when it comes to things like that. That's where I see the world changing as far as blockchain
Gentlemen, do you
technology.
think true democracy and capitalism will reign? It's accepted at a massive scale.
Well, democracy is the will of the people. And
Well, yeah, that's what
every
I'm
human
saying. I mean,
being is,
if people are
yeah.
implementing, like a blockchain-based voting system where everybody there does have an equal voice.
Like capitalism, yeah, but let's just go one step further. Capitalism, in the sense of capitalism, meaning that people
Economically
get
free
paid
is
for
what I
it,
mean by
they get.
capitalism.
I'm not talking about communism / slavery, where you work and you don't get anything for it, where you get something someone else tells you, but a fair and equal opportunity, that is capitalism, and a fair and equal wage, regardless of your DNA or whatever else. And definitely, capitalism in the sense like two people agree upon something where you offer me $1 and I'm telling you to get lost or bugger off or F off, right? But when we meet an agreement, there's a common agreement between us. There's a contract signed. So if you say, "Yeah, will you work for $7.50?" and I say, "Not really, $10." Okay, give me a contract for 12 months and I'll work for you at $10 an hour. That's capitalism. That's a common agreement, not abuse of the system, not slavery / communism, where you're forced to work for a certain amount. You're forced to do this. You're forced to do that, and you have to do it or else. There has to be a mutual agreement, and that is what capitalism is really about. That is what it is by definition. Just people twist and turn it around, and they point the finger at a common agreement between human beings as being something wrong, and forcing something upon people as being something right.
Consent versus
They can twist it as
coercion.
much as they want, but definitions are very clear.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you that all about blockchain tech infiltrating every nook and cranny of the planet. Maybe then I can get my house on the moon. Anarcho-capitalist. Okay, I've heard several definitions of what an anarcho-capitalist is, and I'm curious what yours is to define the dollar. Please, please.
Well, it's
Yeah.
basically what Jack was saying, like that human interaction should be voluntary, free of force and coercion. That anarchy doesn't mean no rules; it means no rulers. There shouldn't
Yeah.
be any group elevated above anybody else. we come together, we agree to do business together, or we don't. It should be free association, and I shouldn't be forced to pay for the will of some imaginary majority.
Yes, but okay.
An
By
imaginary
definition,
majority that
anarchy,
is officially elected.
if I may, pimp shady,
So,
just jump in. By definition, anarchy is the exact opposite of totalitarianism. So if we delete all this rubbish, BS as I like to call it, left, right, capitalist, this, that, socialist, if you delete all of that and you look at, there's actually totalitarianism as the extreme left and anarchy as the extreme right, or the exact opposite. No, up and down, or left and right, 45-degree angle opposites, whatever. No left. Let's not talk left or right.
yeah,
So
see,
anarchy
that's
as
the
such
thing.
means no rules, no nothing, no nothing. But there has to be respect. Now that's where humanity pops in. Respect for each other, and respecting something where we can come to an agreement in a mutual, with dialogue, without there being anarchy, without there being, absolutely no rules or no definition of what we agree upon. You see what I'm saying? So if there was true anarchy, we could come to an agreement, and you tomorrow could say, I don't wish to honor our agreement because there's no rules or laws, or there's nobody defining the dollar, defining the rules.
No, but that's what I'm saying is it doesn't mean that it's not that there's no rules. It means that there's no rulers,
Anarchists,
right?
there are many anarchists who are very realistic, as what you're describing now, who understand that there has to be mutual respect, and that humanity has to respect each other, including but not limited to agreements.
Yeah, I
That
mean that
although
could
the definition of
absolutely
anarchy,
include
yeah,
mutual protection agreements, like
correct, there
private.
has to be rationality. If you're going to go to one extreme, and again, if you delete left, right, if you delete capitalism, socialism, if you delete all those terms, realistically, we're looking at two extremes. One is totalitarianism, which every human being should be against, although many obviously are confused. They want to be someone else to take the responsibility of making decisions for them, and they don't want the responsibility on themselves. And then you have the other extreme, which is actual anarchy by definition. So I'm leaning more towards the anarcho-capitalism. But if you just delete the capitalism part, you've already got the humanity part, which should be there. And that automatically falls in line with what capitalism should be, as by definition, meaning that both sides have to be satisfied and agree upon it.
Well, no, all
Unlike
capitalism means
totalitarianism
is
/ socialism, where you have to do this and it has to be this, has to be that.
all capitalism means is private ownership of the means of production.
No,
Yes,
no, look it up.
private ownership of the means of production. The state does not own the means of production, right? Which would be socialism or communism.
All I know is I live in a country that is set up as a representative democracy. It's not a true democracy, because if it was, nobody'd ever get anything done, because we'd just be voting on everything all the time. So the way it's set up, we vote for people to take care of this for us, for people that we kind of get together and say, okay, all us people, we agree with this guy's stance and stuff, but you ain't gonna find a perfect one, because you're always gonna disagree with somebody on some point. So you just do what you can do. And the United States did not invent it. There were representative democracies prior to uh, World War II. You had a representative democracy with the Kaiser before Hitler came to power. A lot of European countries were doing that, and uh, that's just how it works. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. You got that human factor going on. So it is what it is.
That's an absolute bastardized version of what it's supposed to be, though. I pledge allegiance to the republic, not to any democracy
For
bullcrap.
which it stands.
This is supposed to be a republic. Power in the individual, not in the majority. Democracy is tyranny of the majority. This is not a democracy, and I no, that this is supposed to be a republic.
Well, yeah, we're set up sort of like the Greeks had. You know,
The
you
Constitution
had
guarantees the people a republican form of government.
well, then you get into the whole federal states' rights thing and everything else, but it's definitely can't be of the individual. I mean, that just don't.
That's what a republic is, though. The power is in the people, in the individual. A democracy, the power is in the people, but it's in the 51%. That's tyranny of the majority. Ben Franklin said that's two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
Well, the founding fathers, they never agreed on nothing either. I mean, it took us a while to come up with a constitution, but that's because depending on where you lived and your folks and what your interests were, of course, you know, there's the North and the South. The North was industrialized, where the South was more about agriculture, textiles, stuff like that. So there were disagreements. It took a long time to get together because they all disagreed. The representatives, the delegates that were sent by, I don't even think they called them states back then. It was just territories and stuff. But you know, there is no perfect answer. I don't believe. But then again, I'm not a scholar or anything. I'm very, very, very familiar with the Constitution. But there's no perfect answers.
And we have seen lately. Oh, Jan, mate, if I can just state what I wanted to say, and then I'll shut up. We have seen lately, in the past X amount of years, in various democratic circles, where individuals who are not out of the oligarchies / out of the establishment or established political circles popping into the political scene, and we've seen all so-called left and rights abuse the system to try and get rid of those individuals because they don't want them in there. So that automatically, equals collusion / equals corruption, which the political parties, not just in one country, but in too many countries around this world have become. They have become literally mobs / mafia type of organizations. And they run the countries in the name of, quotation marks, the people.
Well, yeah, there's instances of corruptions on both sides. On the what people would like to term the left, the Democratic Party, the progressives, all that. When I was involved in activism, I used to get in arguments with people that I was actually marching with. That I mean, most people talk to me if they're, I don't know, to simplify things, say of the right wing. They pretty much call me a commie. And then people that, would be kind of grouped into and labeled the left wing, they think that I'm way too conservative in my views. So, throwing labels around and grouping people into something that I think that's part of the problem. That's a big part of the problem. And I'll tell you, the people that are in power, the people that are pulling the strings, are loving it because that's the way you do things if you want to have the power. Just keep the people, keep the masses just arguing amongst themselves.
And that's
And
why we
then
need to
they need to
stay
have
on
their
scheme,
eyeballs on.
and we need to make blockchain technology more acceptable. Bring it to light and spread it around like a crazy virus that you can't avoid catching. That's the main point of all of this. Blockchains coming to voting. I maybe shouldn't have brought that up. Seems that politics is a little bit risque. It's like sex and religion. You know, it's one of those taboo topics. But I was cool hearing everybody's little spill on that. It's about that. Uh, been, it is Friday, so be careful. Spread the word about blockchain technology so we can have equal representation and defend ourselves properly. Oh man.
Oh shoot, we got politics here on the blockchain. There's politics here as well. I mean, it's everywhere. It's part of life.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost the host of the show. What happened? He went away.